going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, thanks to the incredible team over at Shozi Store, we're going to be checking out the X-Transport 4, which is the closest thing we're going to get to seeing a Masterpiece bulkhead. Now, if you are after adding this guy to the collection, be sure to stay tuned to the rest of the video to find out if it's any good. But I'll be including a link in the description for you guys to check out for yourselves. And here we have bulkhead Truckload, and this thing is an absolute unit. Now, I personally am not too familiar with some of the past X-Transports releases, but I do believe this is a heavy reuse, clever reuse, I guess I should say, to their Inferno mold. They've basically ripped off the fire hose and then smacked on top this canopy to create this kind of militaristic transport truck, and at least to me, this is exactly what I think Hasbro were going for when they put out their Legacy bulkhead, although this thing is just 100 times more awesome, as you'd expect from something which costs $130. So as we check out the details, you know, very realistic, and I want you guys to keep that in mind when we get him transformed into robot mode, because sadly I think that's kind of thrown out the window. But really nicely painted. I think most of the cab here is die cast, so it does add a great sense of weight, and you can pop open the doors to reveal some pretty nice interior details, so that's a nice touch. And just all the way throughout, very nicely sculpted as well as painted. And how do I know it's painted? Well, sadly during transformation, some of these hinges did scrape off, and yeah, that looks so ugly, kind of sucks, but due to the way it converts, unfortunately, I don't really think there was a way around it. I mean, maybe they could have engineered it a little differently. Honestly, guys, I'm not too sure, but love the detailing we have here for some additional equipment. And as we flip here to the back of the truck, you know, nothing sticks out as being robot mode kibble, so everything does stir away pretty nicely. This is what he looks like from the underside, and all 6 wheels are rubberized, meaning he has no issues in rolling out into battle, which I thought was kind of awesome. Now, in terms of a few comparisons, here we have him alongside the Transformers Legacy version of Bulkhead, and as I said previously, I really do think this version definitely took inspiration from the Legacy Bulkhead, because they're quite similar in terms of their truck designs. And yeah, you know what, it's a perfect vehicle mode for Bulkhead. If you ever was to appear in live action, I personally would love to see him obtain something similar to this, but I also think it looks quite similar to the version that we saw for Transformers Animated, and you'll definitely see more of those design elements carried over when we get this guy transformed up into his robot mode. But yeah, as you guys can see, you know, the star detail is definitely a direct carryover from what we saw from Animated, so it's kind of a mishmash of all of the versions of Bulkhead that come before it. You know, you've got a bit of Transformers Prime scattered in there in the robot mode, you've definitely got a lot of Animated, and in terms of the overall design of the truck, yeah, I definitely do see Transformers leg.
Okay guys, so we watching Bulkhead review, so I'm gonna make more of these videos, so like and subscribe for more. Now let's